Hi, it's me, John, again. I want to thank those people who have sent me various messages, and I want to address a really important question. The question that you've been asking, the question is, or a statement, you've been saying, and some of you have been saying, that the Bible we have now isn't the real Bible, that it's been changed. And I want to look at that, okay? All right, but first thing I want to show you is this. This is a shirt I bought. It seemed like a good idea at the time. It's a Roma shirt, but it's a bit embarrassing now. Okay, why? Because shortly after buying this shirt, I was wearing it, thinking it was okay. Shortly after, Manchester United, the English team at the top of the league, they beat Roma 7-1, and it became an embarrassment. And I don't really want to wear it anymore. I think this statement that some folks have made about the Bible being changed really is a bit of an embarrassment, a bit like the shirt, because it's just so obviously untrue. Listen, if I said to you, well, I'm not saying it, but if I did say the Quran has been changed, you would say to me, when was it changed? Where was it changed? Who changed it? How was it changed? Why was it changed? And I would have to give answers, wouldn't I? Now, I'm not saying that. But you are saying to me, the Bible's been changed. Well, where's your evidence? Where is your evidence? When was it changed? Where was it changed? Who changed it? How was it changed? Why was it changed? Do you have any answers to any of these questions? Or have you simply been told, oh, the Bible's been changed? Is that really good enough? I don't think so. I think we need some evidence. Now, if you're saying that the Bible has been changed, the key question is, was it changed before Muhammad or after Muhammad? Well, let's have a look at what, in Muhammad's time, the Quran says about the Bible. Okay? And if it mentions it being corrupted or not. This is what it says, and let's take a little bit of time. Surah 3:3 of the Quran says, "It is he who went down to thee, in truth the book confirming what went before it, and he sent down the Torah, Moses, and the Gospel of Jesus." Surah 10:94 says this, "If you, Muhammad, are in doubt regarding that which we have revealed to thee, ask those who read the book from before you." Again, that's referring to the Bible that's been established already. There are many other ones. There's Surah 3:23, Surah 7, 156 to 157, Surah 5, 68 to 71, Surah 29, 46, Surah 2, 285, Surah 45, 28. Lastly, I'll read to you from Surah 4, 136. "O ye who believe in Allah and his messenger, and the scripture which he sent to his messenger, and the scripture which he sent to those before him. Any who denieth Allah, his angels, his books, his messengers, and the day of judgment, have gone fair astray." Again, Surah 4, 136. So we can see that all of these quotations from the Quran, all of them totally endorse the Bible. The Bible that Muhammad had, the Bible that was around at the time. There is no suggestion that there's been any corruption in it, that it's been changed in any way, as some of the Muslim people that I've been speaking to have suggested, or have said. They actually said it's been changed. So having seen the Quran's complete agreement with the Bible, complete agreement, said many, many times, you have to say to yourself, was Allah mistaken? Was Muhammad mistaken? Were they believing in a corrupted book? Now, if you believe it was corrupted before Muhammad, then clearly the Quran would be mistaken in this, wouldn't it? I think probably if you believe that the Bible's been corrupted, you would have to believe that it happened after the Quran was written. Am I fair in saying that? Now, let's have a look at the evidence, or the likelihood, that the Bible could have been corrupted after the time of Muhammad. First of all, I'd like to ask you to think about how difficult this would be. How many copies of the different books of the Bible would have been around, all around Europe and around the areas where Christians lived, and which the Jews had, where the Jews lived, the copies of the Torah, etc. How many copies would there have been? The answer surely is many thousands. If the leaders of the church all got together and decided, well, we better collect all these in and change them, how difficult would that be? Could they have done it without causing the most almighty, horrendous fuss, much more than a fuss, a civil war. Utterly impossible. This would have been a total earthquake in the history of the Christian church. It would have been totally impossible. The idea that you could have got the church leadership to agree, hey, we're going to change the Bible wholesale, collect all of the books in, without there being an enormous ruckus and a war created by this, is totally inconceivable. Suppose I was able to take you to some places and show you copies from before Muhammad, and suppose they were exactly the same as the modern copies that we have of the Bible. Would that be proof enough for you that they hadn't been changed? Well, I can do that. I can tell you the names of them. Codex Alexandrinus, where? In the British Library. We got it in the British Library in London, in England. When's it from? 400 AD, 200 years before Muhammad. And completely the same as the one we've got now. Do we have only one? No, we don't have only one. We've got two, actually. We've got more than two. We've got the Codex Sinaiticus, which is quite famous. Where is this? The British Library, again in London, England. What's the date of this? 350 AD. 250 years before Muhammad. Again, is it the same as the modern Bible? Absolutely the same. Lastly, one more. Codex Vaticanus. Where's that? That's in the Vatican, Italy. Date 325 to 350 AD. I've just shown you complete and utter proof that the Bible hasn't been changed. You want to check it yourself, please go there. I'm not making this up. This is absolutely, totally established. Thank you very much indeed for being very patient with me and listening to all that I've said. But you know, I know how to read out the odd little dates. I want to get the facts absolutely right. But it's important that you know, so that when you say, and when somebody says to you, oh, the Bible's been changed, that you know that that's just nonsense, that there's no evidence for it at all.